Hello again, everybody. We're back live for you for historical matchup, our numbering number 96, using Out of the Park Baseball 20. Glad to have you along for yet another resurrection of two teams from baseball history to match up against each other. So let's see what 96 gives us here as far as a matchup is concerned. Our first team drawn is a famous team from a famous era, the beginning of the 1972 Big Red Machine, the Cincinnati Reds, who made it to the World Series in 72, won the pennant, beat the Pirates in the dramatic Game 5, and lost to the Athletics in the dramatic Game 7. Sparky Anderson taking control of this team, and the Hall of Famers and the stars are abound for this team. Of course, Johnny Bench, 24 years old, hit 40 home runs. Joe Morgan, 58 steals, hit 292. Pete Rose in another prime year for him, 307. Got on base at a 382 clip. Dave Concepcion, only 24. He didn't have a good average, but the glove is there. And Tony Perez, definitely notable, 90 RBIs. Had the 21 home runs. And a lot of these young guys coming into their own, a little bit better, obviously, in a few years later in the 70s, but this 72 team, very good. The win total, 95, first in the NL East. And a very famous destructive lineup, so to speak. The offense, obviously, was great, but the pitching, Jack Gillingham, 3.18 ERA, Russ Grimsley, 3.05, and Gary Nolan, very impressive, 15-5 with a 1.99 ERA. He pitched in less than 200 innings, started in 25 games, and a few other guys, Don Gullett there, and Clay Carroll, definitely the closer of choice for Sparky, 37 saves, and Sparky known as Captain Hook in those days, because ahead of his time, making those bullpen changes when he needed to. The opponent for the Red Machine, going back again in time, it is the 1919 Boston Braves. And not a very good team, and they're going to have their hands completely full here facing off against the powerful Reds. George Stallings' team lost 82 games, had wins in the 50s. And their lineup, nothing too impressive to speak of. Rabbit Marinville, we see him come back again with his 10 triples and his 128 hits, hit 267. Walter Hoke, 292, but nobody over 300 on this team. Definitely difficulties scoring runs and no power to speak of. Of course, speaking of the era, no one over 5 home runs. So one of the weaker offenses we've seen yet. This Braves team will have trouble. At least it seems so on paper. Dick Rudolph had a good year at 2.17 ERA, pitched close to 275 innings. Art Neff, you may have heard of. He's one of the famous names in that era throwing the baseball. 3.09 ERA in 19 starts, not bad. Al Demery, another name, getting older up there, but he also started in 13 games, used also out of the bullpen. And Hugh McQuillan, another name out of the pen, as a lot of workings here by Stallings to try to get the pitching staff to respond. So it does appear we have a one-sided affair here with the Reds, definitely the pennant winners and the favorites against the losing Braves. So we'll see if the Braves can make a series out of it. As always, best of 7. The favorites and home team for the home field advantage will be the Reds at newly reopened here, or opened, I should say, Riverfront Stadium. The Reds had their spanking new ballpark full most of that year, and Braves Park will be the home for the middle part of the series for any extension, or maybe we will see a Game 5. Hopefully we'll see a Game 5 and see a competitive series. So let's see what happens. Looking at game number 1, we have Dick Rudolph for Boston facing Gary Nolan for the Reds. So Joe Morgan, Pete Rose, and Johnny Bench and his crew, the Big Red Machine, getting ready to open a series that you would think they should control. at home against the Braves. So let's go out live to Riverfront and get the series started. So here live at Riverfront Stadium, the AstroTurf and the excitement in the air as the series begins here. Top of the first inning, there's one out, runner on third. Nolan facing Marinville. Marinville line this one to center. On the run, a diving catch there by the center fielder. Wonderful play by Tolan. A run will score on the sacrifice fly, but what a play by the center fielder. He saved an extra base hit and maybe more damage, but Boston will go up 1-0. Moving to the second now. Hank Gowdy up there with a man on. This is lined into the gap. That's hit hard in the right center. See if they're going to send the runner. They will not. So Boston has no intention of being run off this field as the heavy underdogs. They've come out playing well. But we'll move bottom of the second. Looks like they got nothing out of that threat. And Cesar Geronimo up there facing Dick Rudolph. Geronimo line a single to center. Ball will get away there, it seems like. The center fielder with some problems. And Geronimo will move along, as will Tony Perez. Joe Riggert out there with problems with that ball. And now Concepcion has a big chance here to tie the game or better. Concepcion will lift the fly ball to Riggert in deep center field. Tagging up Perez. Here comes the throw. And Tony Perez will tie the game up here 1-1 with the sacrifice fly. From the shortstop, we'll move to the fourth. Ray Powell now facing Nolan with a man on. Powell takes it to left the other way. That's a base hit. So no out rally now for Boston in the fourth inning. And Gowdy at the plate. Gowdy hits it to right. That ball gets through. So the base is loaded here. Nobody out for Boston. They are making noise here in the very first game, trying to be competitive and maybe more. Here's Dick Rudolph with the bases loaded. Nobody out. Infield in. Rudolph lines this one to left. On the run there is the left fielder Pete Rose, and he gets it in quickly, so the runner does not tag there. And here we go with Tony Beckel. Spot. This is hit deep to center field. On the run there. Could be big trouble, but a catch is made. All the way at the wall. Catching it is Tolan. A runner will tag up and score. So Boston will take the lead. But again, could have been worse for the Reds. They'll now come up with Cesar Geronimo here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2 outs. Geronimo lines this one deep into left center. That'll hit the base of the wall. Geronimo turning it on. He'll move to third. And Cesar Geronimo with a 2-out triple here in the fourth inning. Representing the tying run with the triple. However, they can't get the run home. We'll move bottom fifth now with Dave Concepcion to lead off the inning. Concepcion lines a single up the middle to lead it off, so a good start to the fifth, and it's a 1-run ball game. Gary Nolan, the pitcher, up. Let's see what he does. He puts down the bunt. Good one. Concepcion moving to second now. Still, it doesn't work out for the Reds. We'll move to the sixth now. Gowdy up there. Nolan still in the game. Runner on. This is hit to short. Concepcion with the relay and the double play. Joe Morgan turns it, and that will end the sixth inning for the Braves. Bottom sixth, here's Johnny Bench. Bench launches one deep to left. This has got the distance. Yes! A solo shot. Tie game as Johnny Bench makes his presence known. The big catcher with a big bomb over 400 feet to left. Tie game now in game 1. Here's Maryville facing now Tom Hall. We're in the 7th. Man on, 1 out. Runner going. Fly ball to center. Should be easy. Tolan is there. Here's Pete Rose. Now we're bottom of the 7th. Runner on first. 2 outs. Rose will get this one back up the middle. That's a base hit. Tolan, the pitcher, on the move. He moves to third. So the Reds, first and third here with 2 outs in the 7th. And Joe Morgan in a big spot against Dick Rudolph. There goes the runner. Morgan with a line to right. That'll get through. Rose moving to third. And the Reds take the lead on the Morgan 2-out clutch single. It's 3-2 now. We'll move to the 8th with Pedro Bourbon on in relief. Red Smith at the plate. Nobody out. This is hit back to Bourbon. He'll make the play easily there at first. Walter Hoke now facing Bourbon. 8th inning. This is hit up the middle. That ball's going to get through for a single. 1-out hit for the Braves. They've actually out-hit the Reds. Ray Powell now at the plate. Powell hits it to second. Morgan's got it to Concepcion. Relay to first. Double play. And Morgan and Concepcion showing their teamwork and rhythm there with another nice twin killing. This is moving all the way to 9th. Closer Clay Carroll has come on to close out the Braves. Hank Gowdy at the plate. 1-run game. Full count. Here it comes. This is hit to left field for a single, so a good start here for the Braves. Wes Mann now at the plate. And Mann will lick this one to left. Coming over is Rose. He's got it for the first out of the 9th inning. Tony Vocal now up there. Vocal hits it to second. Morgan goes the short way. Relay to first is not in time. They just missed the double play, but they get the lead man. They're 2 outs now for Charlie Pick. 1-run game, runner on. Pick hits it to Morgan. Morgan should have this easy, and he does. The play's made at first, and the Reds hold on here for a tight ball game and a tight win, 3-2. Well-pitched game by both sides. Gary Nolan struck out 2, went 6 innings. Dick Rudolph into the 7th. Ray Powell went 3 for 4. And Carroll closed things out and got the save. It was late heroics by the Reds. Joe Morgan with a 2-out single scoring Bobby Tolan. That was the difference in the game. As expected, Cincinnati wins the opener, but the Braves very competitive. So we'll see if they can pull a surprise in game 2. It's going to be Dana Filligum versus Jack Billingham, as Riverfront Stadium will be full to capacity again for game 2 as the Reds try to take game 2 and get up on this series 2-0, and the Braves try to continue to play well and possibly steal one. So let's prepare for this ball game, get out there, and see what game 2 holds for us. So scoreless game here, top of the 4th inning. Riggert up there against Billingham. Runner on. This is line deep to left. This one might have some carry. It gets over the wall. Riggert with the 2-run home run. Billingham left it in the zone. And Riggert doesn't miss it. And Boston gets up there 2-0 in the 4th inning. And now they've loaded the bases with 1 out. Billingham up there. And this is hit to second. Morgan will come home, and they'll get the lead man there for the second out. Nice play by Joe Morgan. Vocal up there. Base is still loaded. 2 outs. This is line hard to center, but Tolich. He snags it. So no more damage here by the Braves. It's 2-0. We'll move bottom 4 with Johnny Bench up there. Bench launches this one on a line to left field. That'll be extra bases. Bench on third now with 2 outs for Dennis Menke. This is hit center, a base hit, and that'll get Bench home. So the Reds get on the board here. I am in the 4th inning. It's 2-1. Concepcion now at the plate. And Dave Concepcion lifts a looper to center. That'll get down all the way to the wall. Lead runner's going to hold at third, so a 2-out double by Concepcion. Menke hustles to third base. And the pitcher up there, Billingham, with an opportunity. He'll bat for himself with 2 outs here. And inexplicably, he gets walked. Big mistake there by the Braves starter. Billingham having all types of trouble now. Here's Bobby Tolan, the center fielder. Bases loaded. He can still get out of it. And he might. He hits it to first. Easy unassisted play. So Billingham gets out of the jam, and the game is 2-1. Remaining that way, we hit the middle innings. 5th inning for Rabbittville. And Rabbittville hits this the middle. It's going to be another double play as Morgan and Concepcion perfect there. Threat here in the 5th. Bottom 5. Pete Rose at the plate. 1-run game. Rose will line this one to center for a hit. The Reds left fielder gets the inning started here. Joe Morgan now at the dish. He hits it to second. No play to be made there. There was nobody covering second. And a mistake here by the communication in the Braves infield. And Morgan's going to have an infield hit. So Johnny Bench now with a big opportunity. Nobody out. 2 men on. Bench swings right through it. Strike 3. 1 out. Big strikeout. Here's Tony Perez now with his chance. That ball gets away from the catcher, and the runners will advance. A better opportunity here for Perez. 1 out. Runners in scoring position. The wind and delivery. Strike 3. Perez strikes out and doesn't come through in a 1-2 pitch. Billinger doing wonderful here. If we can just get by Geronimo, we'll get out of this threat. And he does. He strikes out 3 in a row. Great performance here in the screwball. Fillinger, wonderful effort here to get out of this jam. We'll move to the 6th now. Walter Holt up there. Holt hits it up in front of the plate. Bench has no play. Ball gets away, and we got runners on second and third after the rare error here by Johnny Bench, who rushed it. And a big opportunity here for the Braves. 1 out. The pitcher up, Fillinger, with runners on second and third. Field's in. This is popped up, should be playable. Coming over there is Joe Morgan, so that's 2 outs. Big chance maybe to get out of this, but also big chance for the Braves to extend the lead here. Tony Vocal up there. Here's the bases loaded delivery. Strike 3 right on the inside corner. So the Braves can't take advantage of their position here in the 6th. We'll move 7th now. Rickard, who homered earlier at the plate with 2 outs. And Rickard, deep to left. Do you believe it? That's 2 for him. Rickard with a long home run, 431 feet. The power coming out of nowhere for him. And it's 3-1 Braves. We'll move 8th in. Here's Les Mann at the plate, runner on. Les Mann goes the other way. That's deep to right. That's going to go. The Braves showing muscle where no one thought they had it. A 2-run over by Les Mann. It's 5-1 in a silenced and stunned Riverfront Stadium. We'll move all the way to 9th. Runners on the corners here for Johnny Bench. This is hit to third. Place is going to be made at first, and it is in time. The Boston Braves, with the long ball, come into Cincinnati here in Game 2 and win 5-1 to tie this series. Impressive win for the Braves. Joe Riggert, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Dana Fillingen, a good game, 7 innings pitched. He struck out 6, only allowed the 1 earned run. Les Mann with a home run, a big 2-run shot in the 8th inning. And Keating with the save late. Player of the game, definitely Joe Riggert, who got his team going for most of this game. They're the Reds, and their impressive offense, only 1 run, as well as the defense making 2 crucial errors. So not the best day of the office for the Reds, and the series now, interestingly enough, will move to Boston. All even. Ross Grimsley will face Joe Osger. And the Braves have a chance here to take the lead in the series. So let's see what happens in Game 3 as the venue and setting change. Are the Braves for real? Can they really make a run here? Or will the Reds get back in control? Only one way to find out. Let's head out to Braves Field. So some excitement for the Braves as they come home, and their fans hoping for a big upset here as we head live to Braves Field. Cesar Geronimo up there in the top of the 2nd inning. Here's a delivery by Oster, and this ball is driven hard into right center. That's going to get down there. Let's see if Geronimo's going to try for 3. Holds up at second. So here's Davey Concepcion with a man in scoring position and 1 out. And Concepcion goes to left. That'll drop in there. A base hit. Runner running third. He's going to score. Geronimo crosses the plate. And the Reds take the lead here in Game 3, 1-0. Bottom second. Charlie Pick facing Ross Grimsley Jr. Man on. This is hit left field. That's going to get over the left fielder's head. That's going to get off of the wall. Run around in third. He's going to score. We have a triple by Pick. And this game is tied at 1. Just like that, the Braves answer right back. It is 1-1. We'll move to the 4th with Dennis Menke facing Joe Esger. Man on. This is hit back up the middle. That could be 2. Relay to first. This is going to be in time. Double play by the Braves. They turned it nicely. We'll move bottom 4. 2 on, 1 out. A Powell facing Grimsley. This is lifted to the left. Coming in is Rose. Pete Rose has got it. 2 outs. And Charlie Pick again has a chance to come through here with 2 outs. He'll hit this one to second. Morgan's there, and that threat is finished. So this game will stay tied at 1. We'll move top 5. Rose up there with a man on. Rose hits this one past the second baseman in there. Runner moving the third. Tolan's going to make it there. Pete Rose comes through with a 1-out single. Joe Morgan now runner's corner. Morgan hits it through the hole, and Joe Morgan comes through here. Rose is going to move the third, and the go-ahead run is scored. 2-0. Reds on the RBI single by Joe Morgan. The Reds put up 2 in the 5th. It's 3-1 with Red Smith at the plate, bottom 5. Smith will single here to lead off the 5th for the Braves as they look to bounce back. The pitcher, Oster, up there. Oster puts down the bunt. There's going to be a play at first. Runner advances. So the pitcher comes through with the sacrifice. Here's Boykel. He's representing the tying run with 1 out. This is hit back up the middle, a base hit. Runner's going to round. No, they're going to hold him. So they hold the runners here with 1 out, first and third. And Walter Hoke up there in a big spot. That's lifted high and towering the right. Coming over there to make the play is Geronimo. The runners will hold so that Grimsley can get out of this thing if he can get Maryville with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. This is hit into the hole. Tough play by Concepcion, but he makes it. Beautiful play by Davy Concepcion. Here goes to Morgan. The infield play by the middle of the Reds defense has been great all series long. We'll move to the 6th with Bobby Tolan up there. 2 outs, 2 on. Tolan will hit this one up the middle for a single. Run around third is going to try to score. He will. 4-1 Reds. They extend their lead as an RBI single there by Tolan. 4-1 here. We'll move to the bottom of the 7th, and none other than Jimmy Thorpe up there. The absolute athletic legend and one of the greatest athletes of all time. People forget he played baseball, but here's Thorpe with the man on. Tom Hall at the helm here as far as the pitches are concerned, and runner on first. He's checking the runner, so let's see what Thorpe can do.
Strike 3, you're
Thorpe looks at strike 3. He does not swing at it. He's fooled. I don't know, 2 pitch, and he'll grab some pine. Here's Buckle. Buckle goes the other way. That is sliced into the corner. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Runner on third's going to try to score. This is going to be a triple for Buckle. And the Braves cut the lead to 4-2 on an RBI triple to right field. Here's Holt now. Infield will come in. This one's lifted to the left. Pete Rose is going to be there. Let's see if the runner tacks. He will. Rose with the throw. It's going to be late. And the Braves are able to cut the lead 2-1, 4-3. Here's Riggert with the man on second. 2 outs. Hall trying to get out of it. And he does. He strikes out Riggert. Looking. Inning over. Reds holding that 1-run lead. Let's see if they can get some insurance. Tony Perez facing Al Demery. Nobody out. Perez will single this one to right field. Here's Concepcion. Concepcion lines a single to the left field. So we got runners on first and second. 2 outs here for Haight. Haight hitting here. And he'll lift the deep drive to center. No one's going to catch this ball. It's going to go all the way to the wall and score 2. Haig's going to have a 2-run triple. What a pinch hit by Haig right when his team needed it. It's going to be 6-3 here, Reds, on the clutch 2-out triple by Haig. Bottom of the 8th now. Runner on second for Powell. Pedro Borbon has come on. This is hit hard to center. Making the play. There's Tolan. They're going to throw to third, and they're going to get the runner. Beautiful play by Tolan. He challenges the center fielder, and there was nowhere to go for Gowdy. He's thrown out. We'll move bottom of the 9th now. Clay Carroll in to close it out against less man here with 1 out. This is lifted to center field. This one's got some carry. No one's going to get that one either in the spacious right center field area of Braves Field. A double. And Walter Holt up there with 2 outs. Runner on second. Here's a shot. Lined over the second baseman's head. That's going to get things very interesting as the tying run will head to the plate. And Rabbit Maryville, Pearl trying to get out of this thing. Here's the pitch. That's lined past the third baseman. That's going to score a run. So it is 6-4 now with 2 outs. The Braves rallying here in the 9th. Riggert up there. We've already seen he's got power. He represents the winning run. And Carroll now in a bit of a jam. Here's the delivery. This is lined deep to center, way back there. It might go, but it's caught. Wonderful catch by Tolan. He catches the liner just over the shoulder, and the Reds are going to win this game. Tolan with the wonderful catch, also playing great defense earlier in the game. Greg Tolan, a wonderful play to end game 3. That one gets over his head, folks. We got a tie game and maybe more. Absolute wonderful play, and Tolan was also 3 for 5 at the plate with an RBI. He threw someone out at third, made an outstanding catch in center. Big game by Tolan. Concepcion 3 for 4 with an RBI. Ozier pitched well for the Braves, but did allow 4 and 6. 12 hits for Cincinnati. A very tight game in some respects, but the Reds will take it. No home runs at Braves Field. And Cincinnati now up 2-1 as we move along here to Game 4. Another crucial game on the docket. Can the Reds take complete control of the series, or could the Braves jump right back? They've played well so far. Don Gullett will go for Cincinnati and Sparky Anderson against Jack Scott in game number 4 from Braves Field. So game 4 now. Rabbit Maryville facing Don Gullett. Man on. Bottom first. This is line down the line and left. That'll get a runner over to third. And he's going to try to score. He will. Rose gets the ball in a little bit late. And the Braves take a 1-0 lead here in game 1. In game 4. Joe Morgan now up there with runners on the corners. Morgan lines a shot to second, but this will be played. Beautiful pickup there by Maryville. Olin, however, will score, so this game is tied. We'll move bottom third. 1-1 game for Joe Riggert. Riggert will line a single up the middle with 2 outs. Ball is mishandled there as Riggert hustles into second. Local to third. Tolan had trouble fielding that ball in center field. And Hank Gowdy now with a big chance. 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom third inning, tie game. And he lines it to left. That'll score 1. So the Braves will take the lead here on the RBI single by Gowdy. It's 2-1. Ray Powell a chance to add to the lead. Powell will do exactly that. Line this ball well into deep right off of the wall. It's going to score 2. It's going to be a triple for Powell. And the Braves have opened things up here in the third inning. It is 4-1. We'll move now to the 5th as the Reds try to rally. 2 on, 2 outs for Joe Morgan. Jack Scott, the pitcher. And this is hit hard into the same spot. It was hit by the Braves. This will go to the wall. Morgan with a 2-run double. It is going to be 4-3. The Reds right back in this ball game. Spacious alleys in Braves Field are allowing many extra base hits. Here comes Tony Perez. We move to the top of the 6th. It's a 4-3 game with nobody out. Perez takes ball 4 here to lead off the 6th. He represents the tying run. These are Geronimo at the dish. Geronimo will line this one to center, but that's going to be caught. Riggert is there, the first out of the inning. That's Menke at the plate. Menke will hit it to short. Flip, scoop, and turn, and the Braves turn a double play. That'll end the threat in the 6th for Cincinnati. We'll move to the 7th. Concepcion now facing Al Demery, who's in again in relief. This one's lined to first. The first baseman can't handle it. Hulk can't handle it, and there you have it, a leadoff base runner for the Reds after the error. Joe Haig's up here now to pinch hit. He's come through already in this series, so he comes up now maybe thinking of advancing the runner. Let's see how the Reds play it. They're watching Concepcion very closely on first base. Delivery and a long powering fly here to right. It's going to be caught. Powell has it. So can't advance the runner. Here comes Bobby Tolan. Tolan will hit this one to second. Play's going to be made there. Relay to first. Not in time, so Tolan will remain on first base for Pete Rose. 2 outs. Rose will line a single to center. That'll get down. Tolan's moving to third. He will beat the throw. So the Reds with runners on the corners. 2 outs. And Joe Morgan in another big spot. They've come through in these all series, the Reds. Let's see if they can do it again. Morgan in a big spot. He, however, flies it to left. This should be playable. It is. Smith makes the grab. We hit the stretch. It is 4-3. Now 5-3 Boston. Johnny Bench coming up to lead off the 8th inning. Bench will line a single to center as the Reds look to break through here and get back in this ball game. Tony Perez at the plate, nobody out. Perez takes ball 4, so Geronimo goes the other way. This one's going to be caught. Hooking away from him. Smith makes a nice play. Here's Dennis Menke. Now, Menke strikes out, swinging. So that's out number 2. Sinker there that Causey got him with. Red Causey in relief. And here's Concepcion with 2 outs. Concepcion lines one to short. That play will be made. Nice play on a hot shot. Marinville, a great defensive play. Game remains 5-3. We move to the 9th. Pete Rose up there against Ray Keating with 2 outs. The delivery. Rose will pop this one to center. Should be easy. The shortstop, Marinville, grabs it. And that will do it. The Braves win this one 5-3. And just like that, to everybody's surprise, this series is all even at 2. Jack Scott gets the win. Don Gullett the loss. Joe Morgan 2 for 4 with 3 RBI, but he could have had more. The Reds did have their chances. Cannot break through. And we were hoping for a competitive series before it started. That's exactly what we got here, fans, as through 4 games we're all even. Game 5 now to break the tie is going to be a Game 1 rematch. Gary Nolan against Dick Rudolph. Let's see what the Braves can do before we head back to Cincinnati. Again, the underdog Braves hanging tough. This series all tied at 2. So let's move out to game number 5. So crucial game number 5 here at Braves Field. Pete Rose is up with a man on first inning. Rose will take this down into the corner of right field. Advance runner's going to move to third. So second and third here for nobody out for the Reds to start this ball game. Rudolph in all kinds of trouble as Joe Morgan's at the plate. Morgan will hit this one deep to left. This might be deep enough to score a run. Catch is made. Runner tags. He's going to score. 1-0 as Tolan scores. The Reds come out early here. They continue here in the first with Tolan now. in the second with Tolan now up and 2 on and 2 out. See if he can come through. He does. This one lined into the right field corner again. It's going to score 2. Tolan with a big 2 out, 2 RBI double. It is now 3-0 Reds. 6-0 Reds as we move to the 4th. Johnny Bench up there. Red Causey is coming in relief as the Reds have ambushed the Braves in this game. And there you have it. Johnny Bench, a 3-run blast to left field over the wall. An absolute whitewash here by the Reds in game number 5. They've scored in every inning. It is now 9-0. 10-1 as we are in the 9th inning. Dixie Carroll facing Jim McLaughlin. 2 outs. And this one's going to be hit deep to right. All the way back there to make the play. Foster's got it. And Cincinnati not messing around here in Game 5. They smack out 16 hits, 10 runs. And crush Boston 10-1. Johnny Bench 2 for 4 with a homer and 3 RBIs. Gary Nolan, a respectable 5+. He gets the win. Cesar Geronimo 3 for 3. And the Reds came on at the Braves early and often. Rudolph getting hammered in this one, leaving no doubt to the Game 5 winner. And now the series moves to Riverfront again with the Reds in control 3-2. All they got to worry about now is winning one of the next two. Of course, they'd love to do it in Game 6 and avoid the drama of a Game 7. Joe Osger's back on the mound for Boston against Jack Billingham. Everything on the line here in game number 6. We'll see how it plays out from Riverfront. So here we are, Riverfront, bottom first, the Reds with a rally. Johnny Bench up there, 1 out, 2 on. And Bench will go to first. This will be unassisted, but only get the 1 out and a run comes to plate. Nolan scores, and it's 1-0. Perez at the plate. Perez drives this one in the right. This will score a run. Tony Perez with the double. The RBI machine, there he is. It is 2 Reds will break down the clock here in game number 6. Top third. Charlie picked up there. 1 out, 2 on. Goes into the hole, and that'll be a base hit. Runner moving to third as well. So the Braves right back here with a run in the third. Charlie picked with an RBI single, and Robert Marinville now at the plate trying to tie this one up. He'll hit it to third. That's going to get through. So this game is tied at 2 after Robert Marinville ties it. Now to Joe Riggert with 1 out and 2 on. Billingham in all types of trouble. This is hit deep to center. That's got some carry. Running over there's Tolan. He's got it. Runner moves to third. We'll move game 1 down bottom 4. Tony Perez up. Johnny Bench on first. Woody out. This hit up the middle. That'll be an easy double play. Looks like. Yes, sir. Perez hits into the 6-4-3. Well, and that threat of this game's moved now to the 7th. Tom Hall on the pitch for the Reds against Walter Holt. Woody out. Holt hits a drive to center. That's going to get down. Holt moves to second with a double here in the 7th. Ray Powell. They're trying to move the man along or more. Fly ball to right. To Morgan, and runner holds at second. Gowdy goes back to Geronimo here in right. Geronimo with a good arm. Geronimo with 2 nice plays, and now it's up to Jim Thorpe here. Thorpe hits it to third. The play's going to be made there by Perez. Gets the very fast Thorpe. Retiring the side. Game remains tied at 2. Nice defense for Cincinnati. We'll move bottom 7th here for Tony Perez. Aldemery on the pitch. Ball 4. As Perez will get on first. 4 straight bad ones. Cesar Geronimo now up there. Geronimo will go to second. Play's going to be made there. Relay to first. Not in time. So force out there by Geronimo. Dennis Menke at the plate. Menke will go to third. This one might be for the Braves. Game remains tied at 2. We've only seen 5 hits in this ballgame. Pedro Borbon facing Charlie Pick. Pick goes to first, but a bobble there by the first baseman. Perez can't handle it. An error for Tony Perez. So with 1 out, 1's on. Marinville at the plate. Marinville goes deep to left. This one's got some carry. It's going to carry all the way back there, but Rose has got it. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Concepcion facing Demery to lead off the 8th. And the line single by the shortstop. Davey Concepcion with the base hit. Good speed on the bases. Joe Haig in there, the pinch hit. Haig will lift this one to right. That ball's going to drop. And Concepcion all the way to third, and he'll make it. Great base running by Davey. And we got runners now on the corners with nobody out for Bobby Tolan. Infield in. Tolan's going to lift this one to left. Let's see if Concepcion tags. Catch is made. Here comes the tag. Throws all the way to second, and the Reds will take the lead here in this crucial game 6. 3-2. Move now to the 9th. Clay Carroll, the closer on a try. Nailed down not just this game, but the series. Less man at the plate. 3-2 Reds. This is popped up, and that should be easy. Coming on over there is Menke. 1 out. Walter Holt up there. Delivery by Carroll. This is shot into right, but on the run there is Geronimo, who makes the play. 2 outs. Last out here for the Braves as Ray Powell comes up against Carroll. Powell hits it to second. Morgan takes it easy, makes the throw. Celebrations in Cincinnati. The Reds win this series 4-2. They take this clincher 3-2 at home. After the series was tied, the Reds pulled off 2 in a row. There was their pitching today as their fans celebrate winning Game 6. Jack Billingham 6 strong, allowing only 1 earned run. Joe Osger 5+, but takes the loss. Tony Perez 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. The Reds got the run in the 8th inning that they needed on a sacrifice fly. A very good pitched, well-pitched game. Only 7 hits total. 2 errors by the Reds, but they overcome. And Clay Carroll gets the save, his 3rd save of the series. And the favorites take it 4-2. Some of the numbers here. Ray Powell drove in 4 for the losing side. Walter Holt hit .304. Jim Thorpe got a hit in 3 at-bats. Pitching-wise, Osger wasn't that great. He had a .476 ERA. Scott got a win, but the ERA also high. Red Causey not too good. Dick Rudolph got banged around. The Big Red Machine were led by Pete Rose, who went 11 for 25, hit .440. Only 2 home runs in the series for the Reds, both by Johnny Bench, who hit .227 with 6 RBIs. And Joe Morgan drove in 6 and hit .391. Pitching was very good here. Gary Nolan went 11+ innings getting a win, 1.59 ERA. Tom Hall got beat up a little bit, but Jack Billingham did okay, even though he took a loss in 13 innings of .395. And Clay Carroll with 3 saves in 3 innings of work. So that'll do it. Looks like the MVP is going to go to Pete Rose, who hit .440 in the series. Rose scored 3 runs, had a double, got on base at a .458 clip, and played a good right field. So Rose is the MVP, although you could have gone with Joe Morgan or even Clay Carroll, who saved 3 games. But either way, it's the Reds who win this game and put away the Braves 4-2. As expected, the pennant-winning favorite Reds don't slip up in this series. They get the job done. 72 Reds over the 1919 Braves 4-2. Thanks for joining us for this one, series number 96. Glad you're a part of all of these series. We'll be back with you shortly for our favorite game, Out of the Park Baseball 20. So long, everybody.